What? Wait, I don't think they're ready for this.
These moves looking real nice in the future. These moves looking real nice in the future. These moves looking real nice in the future. Pull up on them and it look nice, look nice.
These moves looking real nice in the future. These moves looking real nice in the future. These moves looking real nice in the future. Pull up on them and it look nice, nice.
Yeah, we look nice, future looking nice, we don't need to tell them
Here
twice.
comes the future.
Yeah, we look nice, future looking real nice, we don't need to tell them twice.
Here comes the future.
The longest off-season in football is over, and we had to wait just a little bit longer for it, but we're here. We loved the W League, its legacy will live on, but now it is time for A-League Women's, the Liberty A-League competition, and the inaugural game of the Wellington Phoenix. How exciting for them. We've heard about it during the extended pre-game, and now Western Sydney Wanderers get to challenge themselves in a game where the odds would suggest they are already over the line. But there's a reason we play the games. They're not played on paper, and now we start to get answers. So let's take a look at how the sides line up. Wellington on debut. Many of these players have not seen A-League Women's action before, but they do have a couple of former Wanderers, and Isabel Gomez will be one to watch. Jordan Jasnos, an Australian as well. And Grace Jale, we heard all about her in pre-game. She will be one that carries a lot of the goal scoring and attacking hopes. Western Sydney Wanderers team, Sheridan Gallagher makes her debut. Keep an eye out for her. Potentially a big presence. Erica Halloway, one of a number of veterans, along with Caitlin Cooper. And Sarah Langman is the married name of the goalkeeper formerly known as Sarah Willisey. An injury to Sham Karmas means Bella Witten is sitting on the bench as the number 2. So let the new era begin. This is the Liberty A-League Women's live on Paramount Plus. And Wanderers get the 2021-22 season underway with a long ball out for a throw, which gives me a great chance to introduce Georgia Yeomandale and congratulate you on the vamping there as we waited for kickoff.
Thanks, Teo. It's great to be here and great to see the Western Sydney Wanderers taking on the new team in Wellington Phoenix.
Long ball already, which is dealt with by Caitlin Cooper. Many of these Wanderers players are former teammates of yours, and given your lengthy career, Georgia, former adversaries at times as well. So how does it feel to be sitting in this chair rather than being out there playing?
Look, it's felt great through the pre-season, not having to do all the extra running, but it's exciting to see these girls out here.
You can see the possession stats there. Wanderers controlling it, but is it meaningful possession? Can they get into dangerous territory as Sheridan Gallagher is challenged? Allen to Galich. Through the middle, this is Sheridan Gallagher as the shot opens up and she hits the crossbar. Nearly a dream debut for Sheridan Gallagher. Allfeld left stranded, but the woodwork comes to the rescue.
What a strike there from Sheridan Gallagher. Great build-up. It's probably the best build-up we've seen from the Wanderers here. Bianca Galich with the no-look pass, and Sheridan Gallagher, she can hit a ball. She trained with us last season, and she's the kind of shot that you want to duck out of the way when she's coming through. She's hit that one perfectly.
And now the press is on. Hunt under pressure from Jale, not for the first time, and the ball is given away. So credit to Wellington. Right now, they're tactically spot on in this one, frustrating the Wanderers and starting to slowly turn the tables. Won't spend too long in attack on this occasion, though, as Copus Brown clears into space, and there is open territory for Sheridan Gallagher to exploit. She is the most advanced player, no support, so she goes herself, and then just blazes away to no one in particular. If that had designs on the top corner, the radar needs a bit of refinement.
It's a classy little ball over the top by Libby Copus Brown to release Sheridan Gallagher into that space. She's had to take herself really wide there, and not enough bodies in the box. Unsure if that was a shot or a cross from Sheridan Gallagher, but This is where it's a really interesting mind game here for the Western Sydney Wanderers when they're expected to dominate a game, and we're 20 minutes in and you'd argue that it's quite even in terms of the quality of their possession. You can start to get a little bit frustrated, and they're going to have to make sure that they keep calm heads going into the last 25 minutes of this first half.
Jarlo there, not really rattled, just more off-put by that aerial duel. Bianca Galich there, her opponent in that situation. Played at Canterbury United previously in the A-League Women's, and Sydney University, that powerhouse team in winter. And as we see those subs warming up for Wanderers, let's check in at pitch level with Amy Duggan.
Well, hello, Teo. How awesome is this? The first game, it's still 0-0. Of course, we want to see goals, and so does the rest of the crowd here tonight in Wollongong. But I'm really impressed by this team. I feel like Western Sydney Wanderers probably should have taken this by the scruff of the neck. They haven't yet. Wellington has withstood the pressure so far. Been really impressed by their number 10, Jarle. She's lovely on the ball to watch at pitch side, and I think they're withholding the pressure really well at the moment, and they might just sneak one with their pace up front.
Thanks, Amy. Good to hear that you haven't been swept away by the wind or struck down by the lightning, so great to have you on the sidelines with us. Centre of defence, Barry out to the right, McMeekin. Wanderers not pressing very aggressively at the moment. Standing off, letting Wellington enjoy a bit of time on the ball. McMeekin tries to hit it long. Deflected pass will work out. And Pritchard played it into the path, but not quite on the same wavelength there as it goes out of Chloe Knott. Wellington have tried pressing at times. Wanderers haven't, really. That might be a change we see in the second half. Look at that pile up of bodies. 4 players trying to win the same header, and now another crunching challenge from Knott. And it is a foul. Chloe Knott giving away the free kick.
As we have another look at that one, I think it was a 50-50. Can't argue with the referee giving it, but I probably wouldn't have argued if she didn't either.
Just the 1 minute of stoppage then to end this first half of the Liberty A-League season. Hunt. Gallagher's first touch abandoned her. Jarle. Pritchard. And now releases McMeekin. She is quite the runner, McMeekin. Digging deep, getting forward. How's the cross though? Just a high floating ball and comfortable enough in the air for the tall Gallagher to win the header. Not, put her body on the line, did well. Can they scramble and scrape something through this traffic here? Jarle on the turn, but that one is not bending back towards the goal.
Great passage of play there from Wellington Phoenix. It's one of the first times that we've seen McMeekin get forward, and she's shown her pace. She's a player to watch for the future. She's very exciting, and the youngest player in this Wellington Phoenix squad.
And so the half-time whistle goes without a goal. Wellington giving a very good account of themselves in this first half, and look at that, it's a high 10. The job's only half done, but who knows how much more they might be able to grow into this game. Frustration for the Wanderers. They hit the woodwork, but they did not hit the back of the net. Half-time in Wollongong. It is Wellington Phoenix 0, Western Sydney Wanderers 0. Still seeking our first goal of the Liberty A-League Women's era. Who is going to break the deadlock? At the moment, still many questions to be answered in this one. Straight away, Wellington into their attacking half. Wisniewski crossfield ball. McMeekin getting forward, continuing that trend from the first half where she wasn't afraid to bomb forward, and she's done well to outpoint her Buddha here. Tries to keep it moving. Does it break kindly? No. Pritchard and Knott standing on each other's toes as the ball is cleared away.
Yeah, it's great to see McMeekin already joining in the attack. She has a lot of freedom in this side to go forward. Gemma Lewis wants her to be an overlapping fullback and gives her as much Raynor, she wants to get forward and join in, and we've already seen that so early in this second half.
Jale trying to nutmeg Caitlin Cooper there, who was having none of it. Spins back towards the sideline and then gives possession away, and that will be a corner. Persistence pays for Grace Jale there. She will jog into the penalty area and set up as one of the obvious aerial targets here for this corner at the start of the second half. Of course, the Phoenix men won at this very venue less than a week ago, beating the Central Coast Mariners. And they scored from a corner right here at this end of the pitch. Referee coming in, just playing peacemaker. What do Wellington have in store for us? Here comes the corner then. Cooper, solid header away. Price to the fall of the ball. Now Matos into the path of Price. And then lifted out for a throw. So they're not the tallest team, Wellington. They've got a couple of targets to aim for, Georgia, but we haven't seen a great deal from any of their set pieces so far today.
You know, they've had a couple of corner opportunities, but it's probably not their strongest part of the game. They've got an obvious aerial target in Taylor. She's great in the air when she's able to get forward for set pieces from her centre-back position. But it's probably not going to be the kind of situation they're going to score a lot of goals from. They're going to be a team that picks up on transition moments and really hurts teams that way.
Cooper next to her in defence, another one. Nice range to the Illawarra region. Pritchard. Here goes McMeekin again. We know right now she's got the measure of that right flank. Lifts it into the box and a flashing header. Not trying to score with a high degree of difficulty, but that is another good sign for Wellington.
That's a fantastic ball in there from Zoe McMeekin. She gets really good whip on it. And the Western Sydney Wanderers backline unable to deal with it. Unfortunately for Wellington, not unable to put it towards the goal.
So, in 5.5 minutes of evidence, not a great deal has changed from the first 45. Wanderers, though, persist down the right here. Some of the path of Gallagher is cleared away. This time it's Kate Taylor getting across. Gallagher. Matos from the edge of the area. Pritchard. Full speed at Caitlin Cooper, who did not move. Just a good stand-up tackle, taking the ball away. Straight out to Halloway on the right. Now Gallagher. Only Habuda in the box. Numbers come in to join, and it's a good late run from Halloway, and an even better stop from Allfeld to Denier. That cross is going to drift away, but Lily Allfeld, when called upon, comes up with a good save.
It's probably the Wanderers' best chance there. Erica Holloway coming into the box quite late, which has created a lot of space for herself, and a great cutback from Sheridan Gallagher.
Long ball over the top. Jale appears to be onside. Langman had to go, and out of her line, the Wanderers keeper short circuits. A very dangerous situation there from Wellington. It's becoming end-to-end. This is what we hoped for at the break, that both teams would take the game on. McMeekin passes a giveaway to Tegan Allen, who promptly pops it out for a throw.
So we just have another look at that opportunity there for Erica Holloway, and what a great save at the near post by Alfield. We knew that this season should be called upon, and she's really stepped up big there for her young side to make sure that she keeps them in this one.
Erica Holloway, 7 goals in what is now W League game, or A-League Women's, $2, game number 58, but she hasn't scored for a good 3 years now. $2 into the swear jar from me.
There'll be a few of those. Not just from you.
As the possession stats, Wanderers going at 60-40. Can they turn the screws? Can they get the possession down in the attacking third in a meaningful area. Price. Through the right, Gallagher. Fancy her chances here on the tight angle, Gallagher, and puts it into the side netting. Didn't take a deflection. Taylor, low 5 off her keeper. It's going to be a goal kick, well defended.
We had that mini round between Western Sydney, Sydney FC and Newcastle Jets. You now add Wellington Phoenix into that. Facing up against Sydney FC is going to be tough early in the season.
Vosper, loser marker, swings it in. Asking a lot of Pritchard, but it's a couple of good diagonal balls they've sent into the box in this half. That one just over the head of the forward.
You'd have to say that the delivery from the Wellington Phoenix into the box has been much better than the delivery that Western Sydney have seen. They just haven't had the players in there to finish it off.
Here's the sub that we discussed in the first half and that you discussed on the panel at halftime, Georgia. Tegan Collister comes on. Bella Habuta's A-League Women's debut is over. I am surprised that Collister started on the bench. I came into this season thinking she might be one of the real stars on the wing, either right or left this season. So that's a wrap. Let's see if she's equal to the billing coming off the bench. Here's Gallagher using her strength. Collister's going to go chasing after this straight away, unmissable in those fluoro boots. She's bowled over McMeekin here, but no foul to accompany her. Trying for the immediate impact here. Collister cuts back onto the right, swings it to Gallagher, loaded up for the header. From the top of the box, you need a lot of power in the neck to make that dangerous. Crossfield ball, McMeekin. Copus Brown, possession by Jale. Collister, tangle of legs. Eventually the referee's whistle is going to break this up. It's going to break it up in Wellington's favour. Again, we hear a few cheers. It will be interesting to see if the Wollongong locals increasingly adopt this Wellington team. But you be the ref, Georgia. What's the call?
Yeah, look, I agree with that call. Tegan Collister almost loses the ball and knows she does so. So she was just looking to take out the player in McMeekin. It was a good call by the referee.
Ball to the edge of the box, Jale, the flick header, Jasnos, it sits up and it flashes past Wisniewski. Oh, one of the better chances for Wellington in this game. It was a mad scramble and Wanderers get it away. And it may not have counted. Well, that is an anticlimax.
It's just great to see this Wellington Phoenix side and how exciting they are going forward and their attacking opportunities that they're creating.
Misuk Park there, the assistant referee over on the near side. And that interception there from Vosper. Trying to keep the momentum going. Block tackle from Price though. Stopped her in her tracks and now Wanderers escaping through the right. Gallagher just held the ball up though. Ball comes to go to feet. Just when it looked like they're away. Everything decelerated there. The whistle goes over next to the fourth official. And this is interesting because Grace Jale is going to be subbed off. And we are going to see Alyssa Wynnum coming on. Plays for the Coastal Spirit in the New Zealand League. And I tell you what, Grace Jale, pre-game on the panel, we heard that she could be the best player in the league if she wants to be. I think we have 63 minutes of pretty good evidence that she can be the best player in this Wellington team, that's for sure. Again, it hasn't had any real bearing on what we're seeing with our own two eyes.
Yeah, I don't disagree there, Teo. Wellington have looked a lot more dangerous as they're going forward and a lot more convincing in their attacking opportunities.
Gallagher with a giveaway here, Wynnum. Now Pritchard.
Yeah.
To Wynnum, the confidence to step over on the ball and cleaned up by Caitlin Cooper. Plays that is on a yellow, but nothing too sinister about that tackle. Just a foul.
Great little feat here from Wynnum. That's what she brings when she can come off the bench. What an exciting young player to be able to inject into this game when you've got a tired Western Sydney Wanderers defence.
So delivery the key here. Can a sliding ball be headed, volleyed, or just tumbled in by any means necessary for Wellington? And again, the edge of the box, the pack of players. Gomez to take the free kick. He's going to shoot direct, and you've got to be better than that to beat Sarah Lang. 20 minutes plus stoppage to go then. Gosper comes across. Heads the ball out. All kids doing a good job, and this is a great story. Annabelle Martin more or less played the first 40 games of her A-League women's career uninterrupted at Melbourne Victory, suffered an injury when she moved to Newcastle, has missed about 2 years of football, and as Jordan Jasnos comes off, welcome back to the national stage, Annabelle Martin, the girl from Mildura, resumes her career right here.
Yeah, what a great substitution for Wellington to be able to call upon. So much experience in such a young player, and it's exciting to see her back in this A-League women's competition.
So hopefully a relaunch. She'd love to go on another long, uninterrupted streak of games once again. Right now, though, priority is to close this one out for Wellington, whether it be a draw or even a win. Jasnos leaves the game after looking pretty good herself. Goes down to Lily Orfeld, who's it's a bit early for the Ducks and Drakes and time wasted for a couple of seconds.
But not the ball that Western Sydney wanted in that situation.
So the clock is still the enemy of Wanderers here. Wellington, a draw might feel like a win, but given the chances they've created in the second half, maybe they'll feel as though they should have scored at some point or another. Here's Galea. And now the shot from Hathaway. Always rising. Hadlfeld full stretch, but not able to keep it down.
Looked also close there for Erica Holloway. Her eyes lit up. She's hit it quite well, just over the top of the crossbar there.
This will suit Wellington Phoenix just fine. It's going to be their ball. And a yellow card for Catherine Cannulli as well, for touching what was being deemed to be a live ball. Well, it's just the final insult at the end of the day that has not gone the way Wanderers hoped.
Yeah, it sums up their afternoon tonight. Western Sydney Wanderers, they would have wanted a lot more from this game, and Wellington Phoenix have turned up and been a very strong contender.
Stoppage time beyond the 4 minutes. If Wanderers win it now, it really would be the late show. Copus Brown to Collister. Wellington Phoenix not home safe just yet. Collister's cross deflected. Annabelle Martin is there. Referee looks at the watch. Wellington Phoenix take them seriously. It is the most celebrated nil-all draw in New Zealand football for 11 years as they hold out Western Sydney Wanderers in an opening game stalemate. And there are tears on the field. The first professional club football game for a New Zealand team ends in a nil-all draw, but it certainly won't be a forgettable one. Wow. Western Sydney Wanderers draw a blank all over in Wollongong. Wellington Phoenix 0, Western Sydney Wanderers 0.